Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and I am here with another case study and today we will talk about what happens to Philips and the rise and the fall and reinvention of Philips and Philips case study. We will dive into that. So, a company that made light bulbs and televisions and radios, electric savers and kitchen appliance and even medical equipment, like electrical equipment. And but the fourth, but the fourth generation, Philip was one of the biggest household names in the world. But today, people think about Philips, many wonder what actually happened to this giant company. Did Philips fall? And not exactly. And the real story is, you know, much more interesting of Philips. And Philips did something that many companies failed to do, but he reinvented itself. How? Philip started 1891 in Netherlands, and when Gerard Philips and began producing electric light bulbs, and the company grew rapidly because it's focused heavily on research and innovation. And in 1914, Philips opened its own research laboratory known as NAT, NATLab, and the investment in research helped Philips develop product across the multiple industries and including lighting and electronics, healthcare. So over the decades, Philips became a global customer electronics giant. Televisions, electric savers, CD players, and kitchen appliance, and eventually product like famous Philips air fryer. So being a good at everything doesn't mean you will at everything. Am I right? Because if you are doing if you are doing anything at a great level, but that doesn't mean you will win also at everything. The company needed a new strategy also, and then there came a big transformation of Philips. Instead of trying to remain general customer electronics company, Philips decided focus on something where it had stronger expertise, like healthcare technology. This became one of the biggest transformation in the company's history. And Philips started focusing more heavily on areas such as medical imaging, ultrasound, patient monitoring, and connecting care, personal health. At the same time, Philips began selling also businesses that were no longer central for its future. So on major examples was its domestic appliance businesses. And in the 2021, Philips sold the business had generated about 2.2 billion sales in 2020. And the transaction had a total deal value of approximately 4.4 billion, including the brand license arrangement. So the Philips air fryer did not disappear. The business changed ownership while Philips brand continued to be licensed for the Doge project. So was Philips actually failing? The question is now, was Philips actually failing? But this is where story gets very interesting, you can say. People often call this is your rise and fall of Philips, but that is not completely accurate. Philips did not disappear. It changed its identity. It's 2025. Philips generated approximately 18 billions in sales, employment around 64,800 people across more than 100 countries. And today the company describes itself primarily a health technology company. So the company once sold televisions, light bulbs is much now more focused on healthcare, helping hospitals diagnose and treat patients. So it is not actually Philips was failing. It Philips repositioning their product, and but also Philips faced major crises like 2021. The company discovered quality issue also involving sound abandonment and from used in a certain sleep entry battery care devices, and Philips initiates calls and took to 50 million provision in first quarter of 2021 and precautionary actions related to the issue. And the crisis damaged customer trust and created significant financial and regulatory pressure. This shows something important about large companies, and innovation alone is not enough. Quality, safety, and customer trust are also at some level of important. And if you can say what can we learn from Philips, and there are major four business lessons we should learn from Philips. Reinvent before it is too late, because Philips reinvented their products before it is too late, and focus on your strongest advantage. You do not have to um, doing at everything. You have to focus on strongest advantage of yours, and sometimes you have to let go successful businesses also. If you want to get something, you also have to let go. And lesson 4 is a strong brand can survive transformation also. So what happened? Philip did not simply fall. Philips transformed. So it went from a light bulb manufacturer to customer electronics giant, and eventually into a global health technology company. And that gives us one of the most important lesson in business. Sometimes survival does not mean protecting your old businesses. Like sometimes survival means having the courage to build completely new one. So this was the story of Philips. And what is your thought on this video and on this case study? Please let us know. And if you enjoyed this kind of business case studies, follow more for more stories and